Hello, you can. You
Welcome.
can definitely be one of the boys. Hello,
Yeah.
Hell,
everybody. Uh, welcome, welcome in. Yeah, we've been off air for a few weeks because we're getting ready for the next little campaign, which will be starting June 7th, depending how scheduling goes. Because there's been some hiccups here and there, but hey, it should be fine. It should be fine. We've done most of the session zeros. Character art is going to be finished either Thursday or Friday.
Ooh.
For the cast,
I'll say.
character art for the cast will be finished by Thursday or Friday. Other art
Oh.
to be revealed at a later date, most likely. So that's a surprise for people who don't know. For people who know, you know what I'm talking about.
if you know.
TBR?
This is a hint, by the way, of what I'm
Yeah.
doing on our first
Caleb's
session.
the only one who doesn't know.
Wait, I'm the only one who doesn't know what.
Nothing.
Fantastic.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Aw.
And speaking of fun little surprises, Sam's not here, and I have no idea what's happening with the Sunday game. But I assume they're still talking about stuff.
Hmm?
Insert Sam edit here.
Insert Sam here. Uh,
Wow, that's really fun information,
Thanks, Sam. That sounds like a good time.
Oh, thanks, Sam.
That's a
Thanks
great
so
Oh,
much.
time.
yeah.
Wow.
I do that.
Wow.
Good
For that
luck as you
informative-
work on changing
Man,
systems.
Sam came out of nowhere. Yeah, they're working on
Really?
switching-
A Gundam TTRPG?
Oh,
Huh.
Yeah,
I'd play that.
in space.
Yeah, they're switching to Pathfinder 2 over there. Yeah, there won't be a stream next week because it should be another session 0 next week, and then June 7th, our next little campaign starts, and I am very excited based on what we've seen in the session 0 so far. So, you know, last week's was, or the week before.
Last week.
Last week was a session. So,
It sure was.
we're doing a little one shot. This week, a little heist one shot using an adventure that's published that you can play yourself, but I've incorporated it into my setting just because it's easier. So yeah. That's it. We're gonna get. Oh, Kate! Fuck, you got anything?
I had a cup of hot tea, so I had to be real gentle with that. I also
Nice.
have an Etsy shop that you can check out and support, and maybe get some gifts for your favorite nerdy RPG loving friends. Coming out with buttons soon. Keep an eye out for those. But if you want crochet goods or fun stickers, you can check out etsy.com/shop/Kate Studio US or etsy.com/shop/Bad Dice Co. Hell yeah.
Nice.
https://www.etsy.com/shop/either of those shop names.
Excellent. So, a heist known for going heists are known for going over terribly well in D&D, so we're going to see how it goes.
They always go to plan.
Welcome to Redbrook. A city of crimson-colored stone buildings with colorful silk canopies adorning the rooftops, creating a vibrant and lively atmosphere. The city's circular layout is surrounded by large, black stone walls that radiate intense heat during the day. Have fun with that information. Crystal clear streams of water flow throughout the city, adding to this sort of picturesque, calming setting. As night falls, however, red lantern lights illuminate the streets, and crime tends to make a little bit of a bump, mainly from establishments like seedy casinos, fighting pits, murder dens, all that kind of fun stuff that happens in the secret little corners of the city. This metropolis is predominantly inhabited by tieflings, and the city offers a plethora of carnal pleasures, vices, and sins to those who enter its walls, sins of the flesh, some would say. Redbrook is renowned for indulging in everything that is forbidden, attracting people from far and wide to partake in its unique offerings. You've each made your way to a tavern in the city known as the Screaming Nun. Easy to find, with the sign depicting a human nun wearing vestments dedicated to Serenis, the goddess of light, being flayed alive. The nun is being flayed alive in the sign. The directions mentioned to come here on the 9th of Coldwin and wait for your contact named Glitch. Also mentioning that there would be others to meet with for the first time. Your team for the heist, so to speak. Inside the tavern, the ambiance is dimly lit and murky, with a thick haze of drug-laced smoke that clouds the air, and the walls are adorned with dimly lit red lanterns, giving the tavern an almost sort of sinister ambiance. The air is heavy with the pungent smell of tobacco, alcohol, various drugs, and sweat. In the furthest corner of the tavern, a solitary table awaits, shrouded in secrecy by a private booth paid for in perpetuity by the Scattered Smile, a notorious thieves guild renowned for their expertise in heists. Each one of you has come to work for this organization, and this booth serves as a clandestine meeting spot to await contact regarding your next job. As you sit here, you're each joined one by others, none of which you recognize, but each of you flashing a ring that each member of the Scattered Smile wears, a silver band etched with the symbol of a grinning mouth. It's been 5 years since everything across reality died in an event known as the Unmaking, and the Scattered Smile immediately got back to work when everything went back to some form of normalcy. Plus, heists were easier to perform and people were still running around trying to get things sorted. You would know introductions are always first to ensure there aren't any infiltrators within the organization, and then the secret compartment within this table would be opened utilizing the hidden switch under the rightmost table leg. But let's see, who would be the first to sit down at the table most likely, the first to arrive? It's basically first come, first serve. Alright, so what do you look like? I think you're muted.
So anyone approaching would see, you'd see a big cat. See a big cat, sort of real thick muscle, but like lean muscle, feeling like a panther. You'd assume panther with his golden fur, except for a tuft on top, because he's a young buck. But you know, a little bit of bags under his eyes from late nights. Big grin, big teeth, relaxed, like, you know, but like there's still like a startling amount of like muscle every time he goes to grab a glass. Like, so you see him relaxed all the time, but it's a muscle and relaxed, and there's like a what will eventually be a thick, lustrous mane, you assume, but it's just a tuft on top. Like it's middle transition Hakuna Matata Simba, but like strung out. Like strung out. Like
He ate the wrong bug.
Yeah, well, you know, it's not on accident, my friend.
Perfect.
But just sitting there, like drumming the table with his claws, just waiting, seeing the ring, like popping it on and off, like just waiting for someone, looking for any server to come up and say something to him.
Okay. Yeah,
Waiting for a drink.
servers usually come up every once in a while offering drinks and other vices like hard drugs.
Right
Lots of hard drugs.
Right
Stuff the commoners and other people of the world that don't frequent places such as this would have no idea that existed. Um, and you can have whatever suits your fancy here.
Right on.
Speaking of suiting your fancy, or suiting people's fancy, I don't know, man. To figure out actually who shows up and whatnot, we're going to have this go based on rolls. And it's
Beautiful.
all going to be based on initiative. So the last three of you roll initiative.
Yeah.
And we'll see who gets here first, who gets here next, who gets here in what order, basically.
11.
Is this like an active initiative roll?
No, it's
Because I have
just...
advantage on
No,
initiative
this
rolls.
is not, no.
Okay.
This is just to
Okay.
see.
Like, let me...
Oh, there we go.
14.
The kid just raised his chair, and now I'm at the right level for the screen.
And what's our last initiative roll there?
21.
14. Oh.
21. Alright. So the next person arrives and approaches the booth, and I guess that'll be Garrett. Describe who you are, what we're looking at here.
A darkly beautiful person. Wearing all black. Gosh, how do I explain it? I'll just explain it like how I explained it to Caleb. They they are a like if a goth person in high school
Mm-hmm.
grew up but didn't ever stop being goth.
Ah, Noel Fielding. Okay.
Very
visual.
good.
I get the
Very
visual
good,
there,
Justin.
yeah.
What
Very
did Justin
good.
say?
I'm envisioning Noel Fielding.
Noel Fielding.
I don't know that.
British comedian. He is exactly what you described.
Oh, okay.
He's no. Justin kind of nailed it.
Cool. Uh-oh. Now I have to live up to something that did...
No.
No. We can get the milieu.
Okay.
Like, we get him.
Cool.
All right, so you arrive
yeah.
and you see this Catman, young Catman in the booth.
They don't say a word. They like bow their head momentarily and then take a seat at the opposite end of the table.
Okay. All right.
You see, so you see the Catman look in, give you a big smile, lean back, pulls out, does a little, does a key bump,
Nice little snifter.
does a little key bump. All right, hey,
Oh, it's Matthew McConaughey.
how's it going? No, I'm just waiting for one of these servers to grow a pair of balls, come up and say something to us. That's what I'm waiting for.
Oh, I am waiting for something else.
All right. Cool, just waiting.
A server does approach.
love it.
A server does
I
approach.
love it.
Completely nude. Just because there are no judgments here. Any vices?
Right on.
Any vices?
Get it.
Given, taken, whatever.
Mhm.
Offered is the word I wanted.
Yeah.
They're a golden skinned tiefling with large, like bat-like wings. And there is a gif of Noel Fielding in the in the group chat. Perfect.
That's right.
So the tiefling approaches and goes, "What can I get you? Drinks, refreshments, other
All right.
devices?"
Now, what I need you to do is I need you to bring us 2 absolute martinis, and then exactly 7.5 minutes later, I'm gonna need you to bring us 2 more
Oh
of
my
that,
God.
and then after that, I'm gonna need you to bring us 2 more every 5 minutes till one of us passes the fuck out. Sound good to you? Kimasabi?
I can accommodate that, yes. And they walk away.
All right. Goes to slap him on the ass as they walk away.
All right.
Yeah, all
I
right.
think you're
there it
missing
is.
2 more all rights there, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dying. I'm dying.
Oh boy. Excellent.
All right. All right. So you're here in this whole smile business, aren't you?
Yes, yes, I am.
All right. Okay.
You've disarmed me with your, shall I say, cavalier attitude.
Well, you just, life's a garden, dig it, man.
You don't want to dig up a garden.
Does if it's full of weeds, and every time I check life out, I see weeds everywhere, so, you just gotta figure it out. Am I right, brother?
I believe I'm getting the metaphor. Yes.
Yeah, all right. Tell me, what's your handle there, brother?
Kind of just, you see them kind of like go, and then just say,
Oboe.
What? One more time there?
Oboe.
Oboe? Cool. Yeah.
And
Reed instrument, I get it. Are you asking me what my name is?
Yes.
Bertrand Ulysses Carmine Hardegree. Everyone calls me Booch, though. You can too.
All right, Booch.
Oh Christ.
Finally, the moment I wait
they're
for.
like, you can
happened.
tell they're already like panicking. Like,
The moment I wait for in every one shot when Justin just goes, Christ.
For real.
It's so funny because I just watched Wolf of Wall Street. 7 minutes later, some martinis get brought over. But also, approaching the table, Lex, please describe what everybody sees when you approach.
All right, brother, you're on the clock. Oh, hey, how's it going?
Immediately upon entering, the door opens, but you see a visage of a shining, shifting colorations of blues and purples and yellows, as almost like a radiant individual humanoid opens the door. But as the door gets opened, you see passing through that, you see an elegant looking bird folk, if you will. The plumage is this deep blue that radiates to this almost teal blue. The crest on their head are these similar colorations. The neck is craned a bit. Well kept attire, and as they're passing through, they're fanning themselves because the temperature is a little spiked, if you will, a little hot, and there's they're kind of breezing themselves off as they approach. Their trail of feathers, very reminiscent of a peacock. It kind of shifts a bit, almost like to cool themselves as they approach the table. The fan going as the illuminated figure that entered in breaks apart into 4 separate colors before kind of coalescing down and diminishing as they dismiss whatever it is. Well, you see here, who is here at the table? They kind of lean and crane their neck as they look to 2 of you, the fan going.
So Booch puts his hand out on the side. Just, my handle's Booch. What do they call you, my friend?
Booch, what an interesting name. And you?
Oh. Thought you were saying your name was Booch as well.
Wouldn't that be crazy?
Goes for a hand.
the fan stops and they kind of tap the soft padding, gives it a soft tap before.
And there's a tap back and like hand around it. All right, cool, cool, man.
You can refer to me as Obo today.
Oboe and Booch. I'm Earwick. Pleasure. And the hand grabs one of the chairs and pulls it gently out, and they shift their plumage, the flow of back feathers, so that it sits between the curve. And as they do, they open a small compartment. It's funny that you say a bunk. So is what I was going for. The small compartment. They lift one of their talons and they lift it up and they just slide it across their nose. And there's a sharp inhale, and the fan goes once again.
Right on. Yeah, I got a little pocket of sunshine myself. If you're into trading
Keeps you
it out.
alert and aware of your surroundings. And there's like a shiver. Could I get a cool drink? And the fan goes as they continue.
As the tiefling sets down the drink, the martinis. For
Yeah,
We
you
got-
see
Obo and
you see
Booch.
We
Obo
got-
slide the martini over to Earwig.
And I look at Eric and I say, I got 2 more of those coming in 5 minutes. I don't think this kid can handle it.
Just 2. Oh, child's play. And tips
Alright.
back and downs the martini.
excellent.
And the beat
Right.
kind of clicks a bit.
Yeah, those are rookie numbers at best, but I didn't want to flex on a young buck over here. Yeah, young blood. How you feeling, young blood?
I'm curious who's late.
Really? I mean, late's just a state of mind is all it is.
Well,
State
even
of
I
being.
tried to push it to the twilights.
All right.
You could
But
do
this
with a bit of
is-
color, Omo. A bit of blue, maybe some rouge on the cheeks.
Yeah, so you're looking a little pallid, my man. Little unflushed, as it were, you know?
Well, I do not desire to be flushed.
You should try
That
it
makes one of us.
sometime. It's a real trip, my man.
Ooh.
So funny. The goth dude is like the straight edge. he's the straight edge.
All the goth kids in my high school were Christians, so they were straight edge. It was really funny.
Amazing.
14 minutes later,
They
after
have
2
a
rounds.
mascara that they put on their wrist, doesn't
Oh
it?
yes. 14 minutes later, after 2 more rounds of these martinis, the last of the 4 shows up. What do we see?
You see taking up almost the entirety of this door frame, is an old as balls, Galapagos style turtle. Leaning heavily on a quarterstaff, covered in like swatches of fabric, with trinkets dangling off of them, by chains and pieces of leather and little bits of rope here and there, and they just come very slowly lumbering in, feet so heavy that you can feel the thump through all the noise and commotion of the tavern as he approaches.
Oh no.
And he just heaves a huge sigh and makes room for himself in the booth, in the corner with you. Just
Yeah.
Grandfather, are you sure you're supposed to be here?
I'm quite positive.
No, I see him. Look at him. That's the face of a killer. He's supposed to be here for sure. Look at him go.
Earwick checks for the ring.
Everyone's
Any
got one.
indication.
Yeah, he's got the ring on a piece of ribbon that's going across, like, it's like wrapped around a strap of fabric. Um, it's on his person, just not on a finger.
Oh, you having trouble putting it on your digits there, old top?
I don't quite have the dexterous fingers I used to when I was young.
Oh, right.
Right, like feels around in their pocket, puts the ring on.
The ring is on the hand. One of the taloned claws that go to click on the table.
So we got a lion man ish, young lion man, peacock person, old turtle,
And a goth.
and a goth.
Human looking goth person.
So he fills the mouth of the smiling ring with a little bump, and then
Repeats.
snoots it up. Yeah, we'll
As
snoot it up.
as the
All right.
turtle arrives, the tiefling is there handing out the martinis, and they look at you. Oh, would you like anything? Any vices in particular?
No, thank you.
Perhaps a Werther's?
I prefer to keep my senses sharp, but if you perhaps have a lozenge or two, that would be fantastic.
We have drinks that serve as lozenges, but you said you want your senses intact. I can see what I can do.
If you would just not include the alcohol, I'll take a limoncello. But like warmed up over the fire with a extra lemon wedge.
You see Obo will lean over and look, put their hand underneath your head and kind of look for you as to like an acknowledgement of like, I'm about to do something, and like just wait for like an okay.
You're looking at me,
Mm-hmm.
or give a slight nod.
Okay. And Obo will press the digitation, like essentially like a Vicks vapor rub.
Wow.
Man, if only you could do that in real life.
Yes.
Oh, we handing out Vicks? Oh, we got to make sure our snooters are all cleared up. If you want to give us something to give us free.
That's stuff.
Got a deviated septum unrelated to my drug use, but no big deal.
Unrelated.
God, my throat's gonna be so raw.
The tiefling comes back with hot, sweet lemon juice because hot sweet lemon liquid.
I'm sorry, dear. Do you happen to have any honey as well?
Oh, there's honey in it.
Excellent. Thank you very much, dear. And I'm gonna toss a gold piece to her,
Okay.
or to them.
Yeah, they take it graciously and they go, you've all probably done jobs before. As per usual, the right table leg has a hidden mechanism. You'll find your information inside. They nod and walk away.
Oh, right, of course, yes.
And just hits it right away.
Perfect. Oh. You activate the hidden compartment. It flips open a section of the table, and inside is a music box engraved with the symbol of the scattered smile and a key to unlock it. And as you all know, every contract you get from the scattered smile is a music box that, when opened, has a recorded voice inside.
Obo takes out their notes in preparation.
Hey there, old top. You want to draw that curtain for us?
I guess in my day we just did our business out in the open.
Yeah, but in your day, seems like everyone moved about 20 miles slower.
We didn't have all these fancy contraptions and recorded messages. We got our jobs the old-fashioned way, with secret notes delivered in our letter boxes.
All
Less
right.
fun.
Is anyone?
Sounds like a good story.
The
Oh.
key is a gold, an expensive looking gold key with a smiling face on it.
Obo, you
Okay.
gotta open that.
Fine, yes.
Beautiful.
Click.
Greetings, operatives.
Oh,
No response. The scattered smile needs you to obtain the true names of 3 powerful denizens of the lower. I'm also going to post all this in the group chat. Needs you to obtain the true names of 3 powerful denizens of the lower planes: the Pit Fiend Carneros, the Baylor Urtok, and the Marilith Hexalenth. Their true names are also known to an outlaw called the Stranger, who is being transported to Mechanus on an
Mechanist.
on an interplanar train called the Concordant Express. This quest, should you choose to undertake it, requires you to board the train, locate the stranger, and acquire the true names from them. Expect to be contacted shortly by a quadrone named Glitch, a former train operative who now works for us. Good luck, operatives.
Mhm.
And then the message just repeats again. Greetings, operatives.
Obo, you have to close it,
The scattered
please.
smile needs you to obtain the true names
In my
of
day,
3
they just
powerful
Click.
denizens.
constructed.
And then and as you close the music box, both it and the key vanish.
Well, it looks like our objectives are clear.
Way
We
too
get on
near
this
at this
train.
point.
We get on the train and try to find the stranger on this train.
Well, there's a level that we have to wait for our contact. Oh,
As soon as you say that, the curtain opens, and stepping inside is a quadrone, a cube-shaped being with a humanoid face made entirely of metal with 2 metallic wings. Ah, hello. Yes, good. Finally. Friends.
You-
Looking to catch
name?
the stranger.
Oh, you're Glitch.
The stranger who has already been caught. Yes. 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 Here, take this map. It shows the train cars. Here are your tickets. And hands you each a train ticket. The tickets are paper thin sheets of brass. And also, what? No, it's fine. Ha, you're funny, Glitch. And a pen to write down names. Not ordinary names, though. Secret names. It's invisible ink. And Glitch, by the way.
Ah, questions.
I have answers, perhaps.
So the goal is not to release the stranger, it's just to somehow coerce the names from them.
Yep.
Will they be friendly to us based on
Well-
allegiance and no rings?
They're in the jail car. I don't know the stranger, I know the train. I was only contacted to help you with train-related questions.
Ah, do you know the names of any of the guards that will be serving on the train?
Nope.
Let me ask you something, Glitch.
Yeah. But I do know
Oh.
that Modrons, like myself, patrol the exterior of the train constantly.
Cool. So we're supposed to get this while the train's in motion?
Yes, the train
Also-
will be in motion while you'll board it, and you'll be on the train like passengers.
Uh,
Yep.
these Modron patrols. Are they will they be going in and out, or just fly alongside and
Uh,
rotate, or just hover?
there's ones that patrol the outside. There's ones that patrol the inside. They switch it up occasionally.
All right, I got one more quick cue for you. Your glitch.
Oh, before any more questions, the map I gave you, the 3 unknown cars, don't know what they are. They could also add more cars to the train at any time. So, um, the map details the important cars. The caboose, which is where you get on the train. The jail car is immediately after it, though, where the stranger is. Um, so, it's a little, just, I posted the map in the group chat. You just, good luck. Uh, and then, you got some unknown cars, which, whatever the Concordant Express decides to manifest as cars for the trip will be there. Um, yep.
How are we supposed to get off the train once we acquire what we have?
That's up for you to decide.
Great.
The train stops in Mechanus. Doesn't have any more stops along the way from where you'll be picking it up. It's a straight shot to Mechanus. You'll most likely be getting off in the plane of Mechanus.
Would there be a way to stop the train sooner?
You can certainly try. But like I said, it's heavily guarded and we may be small, but my kind can pack a punch. And there are passengers on there too, so just keep that in mind.
Got a real quick cue for your glitch.
Yeah, okay.
Do you now or will you have any sort of joint on you?
No.
Be a whole lot cooler if you did.
All I need to enjoy life, and I get high off of the experiences of life.
Right on.
Fun. Thrilling.
The train's very cool. It travels the multiverse. It operates with
How-
mathematical precision,
How fast does it go?
fast as any train should go.
Like, would it be lethal for us to jump from it?
Oh, of course.
All right. Good to know.
But also, the train doesn't maneuver on the ground. It moves through the air. It lays the track. There's mechanical arms that levitate sections of tracks before it. And then the arms at the back of the train collect the trailing tracks and deliver them to the engine car. The train makes its own way.
Oh, this doesn't sound good at all.
Oh, and the train's departing in 15 minutes.
From where?
Woo!
I had to wait for you all to get here.
Where? Where?
That's a good question. I have this, and he pulls out a little amulet that he's wearing. We got to teleport to where the train's going to be. We're picking it up in the Outlands.
All right.
Thankfully, we'll be nowhere near the city of Sigil. Just the Outlands.
You know of any wards on the train?
Teleportation magic doesn't work inside or outside the train. So any magic that shifts you around magically, not going to work.
Is that just spells or?
Anything that's magical that moves people around with magical aid.
Does that include magic wings?
Can you teleport with wings?
No, I just
Then
fly.
you're fine. You just can't teleport in or out of the train.
And we could move freely through this
Yeah.
train.
Like I said, the map you have, that's the basic configuration. The train changes its configuration all the time for fun.
Ah,
So one minute you could be in the caboose and you could walk through the door of the caboose and end up in something else. But it's all in the train. It should be safe. It's generally safe. It's always safe, you know.
well,
You're the experts. I just worked on the train.
I don't know if there's going to be any more useful information, but Glitch, you are such a useful part.
Yeah, I wish the people on the train thought so. Okay,
Would you like us to deliver a message from you to them?
nope.
I'll take that as a yes.
I think when you're cut off from a job or fired or let go or quit, you shouldn't associate with the people that hurt you anymore. Keep them out of mind. Therapy's been wonderful for me, and I've been enjoying it immensely, talking about my feelings. But, time's whittling down. Had to wait for the old guy to get here. Alright. Now, is everyone okay with holding hands?
Of course, man. Sounds like you're in a real healthy place, my guy.
Oh, like I said, high off of the experiences of life. Okay, everyone hold hands. We gotta teleport to where the train's gonna pick us up. Never done this
There we
before,
go.
by the way.
Marvelous.
What?
And Glitch cast plane shift.
Damn.
Oh, it's embedded in his body. He has it on his neck. It's fine. And you teleport into the middle of a grassy plain. A few miles away, a colossal spire of rock rises into the sky, its peak lost in the clouds. And you can see that Glitch is fidgety and just immediately impatient. Supposed to be here by now. It should be coming. Do you guys want to talk about our feelings to get the time to go by?
Sure, you start.
As he goes to start, you hear the distant blare of a horn,
Oh, drats.
uh, and a column of smoke on the horizon. Oh, here it comes, right on time. And a locomotive hurtles across the sky towards you, laying down magical tracks before it with massive clockwork arms. And as it draws near, you can see massive clockwork limbs disassembling the tracks behind the train and passing them forward to the locomotive, so the locomotive can lay down new tracks in front of it. So it's just.
So Booch walks forward, puts his hand in his waistcoat that he's obviously wearing, pops a hip out, puts the ticket, holds it out,
Cool.
waits for the train.
As the train descends to ground level, its horn blares once more. It swerves away from you, coming to a gradual stop until its caboose is a short distance away, pointing in your direction. Okay, tickets. Excellent. Go now. Show your tickets to the Modron in the caboose. This is where I leave you. Farewell, friends. And they just plane shift away again.
Farewell. Well,
Back
I'll
in
go
my
first then. Keep up, Grandpa. We have places to be.
Back in my day, we walked to our targets.
That is literally what we're doing. The target is there.
That's what we're doing, old top. We're just going for a little bit of a walk.
Earwick will lead the will take
Take the lead.
the front, yeah. Take the
Okay.
lead.
Cool. you make your way to the caboose. Then, the caboose of the train also doubles as a train station.
Oh.
Inside the back of this train is a booth containing a creature that looks similar to Glitch, but is made of two stacked metal cubes. A duodrone. And they
Horrifying.
have a built-in ticket puncher inside them.
Ew.
Oh yeah, just come to me. Yeah, come, come here, come here. Tickets, please. Tickets, please. Gonna gobble them up. Gonna gobble up those tickets.
Wow. You're a marvelous invention.
Don't lie. Come on. Gonna gobble up your tickets. Gobble,
I
gobble,
would never
gobble.
lie.
Gobble,
And
gobble, gobble.
hands the ticket over.
They just eat your ticket. Get your fingers out of the way. Get them out of the
All
way.
right. Oh, I love a good chase. Here we go. Watch out for these little digis coming at you. Kaboom!
And then, yeah, they punch your ticket by, like, chewing on it heavily, and they spit it back into your hand.
Ooh.
It's not wet or anything, because they don't have saliva.
I'm just imagining like when you put a dollar bill into a vending machine and then
It's
it spits it back out,
basically
but
what
this
that
time
is,
it's
yeah.
just like
Gotta straighten it out on the corner of the vending machine.
They, okay, everyone, give me your tickets. And they start to get
Yeah,
a little
Obo.
agitated. Tickets, please.
Obo
Give me one
shoves it in there.
second. Oh, here it is.
Okay. As you're like in this caboose, you can see that the ceilings are 15 feet high usually, and the doors on each car are a sliding metal door. And all cars are brightly lit by magical orbs embedded in the ceilings. Yeah, so they're like,
Hi. Wow.
thanks.
Oh, no,
Machinery
thank you.
whirs and clicks as the train shudders and creeps forward, gradually picking up speed, and another horn blast signals that the Concordant Express is once again on the move, and you are in the caboose. Next stop, Mechanus. Next stop, Mechanus. And that is
What
spoken
time?
that's spoken in Common, Modron, Celestial, Infernal, Abyssal, and Primordial.
Cool.
What's up?
What time of day is it?
Here, it's all times of day at once.
What's the lighting scenario like?
Outside, all
Yeah, both.
inside the train is brightly lit by magical lights in the ceiling, and
Cool.
outside it's as if every kind of time of day is at once. So there's bright lights from sunlight, then there's moonlight, then there's like dusk.
Cool.
Nice.
The rear platform of the caboose prevents. It's got a massive railing on it, preventing creatures from stumbling over the edge. And if you fell over the back, it looks like you would fall into the dizzying blur of mechanical arms that are retrieving railway tracks. And there's a bronze ladder welded to the car that provides access to the roof. But the duodrone's like, all right, get a move on. Find a car
Oh,
that
of
suits your
course.
fancy. The next car is a jail car. Please don't hang out in there. But come on, mosey on.
All right.
Is there drink service on this train?
Find the right car.
But
Like I said,
why are we on a? Why are you transporting prisoners in the passenger?
sometimes people
Train.
get violent on the train. You gotta lock them up to keep them safe from
Ah.
the other passengers. Keep them safe. Keep the other passengers safe.
They call that a brig, and that makes sense to me. Hello, my name's Booch. Everybody calls me Booch.
I don't have a name, so hello.
Oh, you want a name?
Nope.
Sounds good, brother.
Okay, well, I'm going to find a suitable place for my liking. goes to the door, the next door.
Okay, so you slide open this brass door, and the next car. Two iron balconies protrude from the side walls of this train car. Iron stairwells connect these balconies to the lower level. Lining the walls on both levels are cell doors made of riveted iron, each one fitted with a large gear-shaped keyhole. Pale light shines through paper-thin gaps around the doors, but not the keyholes. A stocky angel with cerulean skin and a pointed helmet leans against the railing on one balcony, a radiant, flanged mace at its hip, and its fiery wings folded behind it.
Look, everyone. Vagrants and vagabonds. Doesn't it just excite you? As they're slowly moving through, looking, peering into each possible cell.
Yeah.
I'm also
Yeah,
gonna try to look for our target as I pass through.
Yeah.
The cells are locked up in a way where you can't see who's inside.
Ah,
There's paper-thin gaps around the doors, and that's about it.
Okay, so they're like
oh,
solid
got it,
walls.
got it.
Solid walls, yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay.
And the celestial creature up top is just looking down and going, "Yeah, get a move on."
Oh, we can't see.
on it. Can't you see how old I am?
Oh, my apologies.
I want my ticket compensated if you're gonna be rude.
As Tet is making a fuss about it, I kind of want to see if I can slide in and hide. Try and hide in the shadow. To get
There
more
are no
information.
shadows. The lights from on the ceiling illuminate this car brightly. There's also nowhere to hide in this car. There
Alright.
is, however, a skylight made of thick glass also on the ceiling.
Come
So-
on, young whippersnappers, let's get to our seats. I ain't got all year.
You barely
He's
have
just trudging
the
through.
hour, if we're being honest.
Do I see any other like points of interest while we're making our way through this jail car?
Uh,
Anything from like numbers on the jail cells to
cells aren't numbered at all. They all look exactly the same. Like I said, there's a skylight on the ceiling. This car is 30 feet high, so it's bigger than the others, and it's encased in thick iron. Uh,
when we entered this place, did they use a lock to get into this place as we were making our way through, or is there not a lock on it?
the outer doors didn't appear locked yet.
Okay.
Can I
But
still?
the celestial figure does say, once you pass through, we're going to relock the doors, because unfortunately you got to pass through here to get to the train itself, and then once the train makes its stop, we unlock the jail car so people can get off the train.
So when I made that stealth attempt, could I make that stealth attempt to try and hide on Tet's person?
No.
Okay.
Man, I wish you could have, though. That would have been funny.
All right, let's find a place to sit then.
Excuse me, what's the next car before we get moving?
It changes on occasion. Right now, I think it's the aquarium.
Oh, marvelous. What's your name?
Omid.
Ooh, beautiful name.
Also, as you're like talking to them and getting a better look at the scan, as you're like talking to them and learning more by talking to them, and like just kind of giving the others a chance to like wait for Grandpa to get moving. The angel's mace is reminiscent of a large key that looks like it matches exactly to the keyholes on each of the cell doors.
Oh. Come on, Grandpa.
I'm coming, I'm coming.
Okay. As you slide open the next door, this car is filled with clear water that isn't displaced when the door opens. The car's interior space is a large aquarium complete with a coral reef and algae-coated ruins. Tiny fish dart through the ruins and circle an alabaster statue carved in the likeness of an angel clutching a decanter. Nearby fish scatter at the sight of you.
Um. I'm gonna say hello in Aquan to them. See if any of the fish respond.
Nope.
No? Okay.
Um, but anyone that can't breathe underwater must hold their breath in this car.
Can I breathe? No, I don't think. Oh, I can hold my breath for an hour.
Yeah, you can hold your breath. You're fine holding your breath. Everybody else has to hold their breath. And just for the
Get
sake of this,
wet.
this is the heist kind of thing. As you all enter every car, I'm gonna have everybody roll investigation checks.
Okay.
Cool.
Sweet.
So this car is a flooded aquarium where you have to hold your breath if you can't breathe water.
It's a 10 for Tet.
12 for Earwick.
Okay.
11.
Okay.
13
Okay.
for Booch.
Um, not hard to spot. In the port side wall of this car is a fist-sized plug, kind of like a bathtub, like plug that you use to plug up the bathtub.
Nice.
Okay.
But yeah, it's
but-
a flooded car. When the doors are open, the water just stays where it is. It doesn't like leak out or anything. And I think everybody but Tet struggles to hold. It has to hold their breath.
So
Hole in here.
Booch is gonna swim over to that plug, try and pull it out.
Okay, give me a strength check.
That is an 8.
Doesn't budge. Also, what's everyone's constitution modifiers except for Tet? So I know how long you can hold your breath while in this car.
That's +2.
So 2
Plus
minutes. So 2
one.
minutes, 1 minute. 2 minutes, okay. There is also the statue of a similar looking angelic creature like the guy in the previous car holding a decanter. And then again a door that leads into another car.
What do you mean by decanter?
Like a thing that pours out wine.
Like a pitcher?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does it seem like that's the source of the water in here?
You're not sure.
Okay. I'm gonna keep walking through to the next car.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
Earwick can't wait.
Open the door, and you can see into a passenger car containing 3 cozy passenger cabins and 2 privies. And a mind flayer in a beige coat kneels beside a body in the aisle of this passenger car. 3 curious onlookers, a Cambion, so like a devil, a drow, and a bronze dwarf with flames for hair poke their heads out of nearby private little cabins. No one move a muscle. This car has just become a crime scene. As the mind flayer looks around.
The fan over the face.
And lying dead on the floor is an Asimar dressed like a cartographer, just face down and dead.
Oh no, a dead person.
And
What?
as you step out of the aquarium car, you're instantly dried off from the aquarium. The mind flayer approaches, stands up, lights a pipe with a match and holds it with one of his face tentacles, and the pipe exudes this like green vapor that smells like absinthe. You're not suspects, because you just got here.
Great
You don't
name.
know that? We could
Wow.
have been here the whole time.
Grandpa, shut your mouth when.
What?
What are you trying to
Do you
do?
mind if we pass through? Or
The game is
are we
afoot.
blocked? Oh,
What game?
The
This
investigation.
is a game. Is this not real? We're just gonna walk over to the body and attempt to like.
Oh,
nudge
their throat is slit ear to ear.
it. Oh. The fan goes back out.
what is your name?
Ignatius Inkblot.
Oh, and what do you do?
I investigate murders.
That's your official job, investigator?
I'm an investigator. And how interesting that there is a murder. The game is afoot. The devil's in the details. Do you want to help?
I love a good
Okay.
game.
What am I getting off of this person? Are they fucking with us, or like?
Here, I'll send you a screenshot, just of like a picture of the adventure, so you can kind of get an idea of what they're about.
Oh, listen, friend. I don't know if you have killer instinct or if maybe you're thinking you already know the answer, but if you're saying the devil's in the details, my money's on the Cambion. And then Booch just keeps walking through, points to the Cambion, and keeps walking through.
Okay. The Cambion is friendly. They have a friendly demeanor. The name's Vern. If anybody wants to call me by my name and not my lineage, that'd be great.
Nah, I said what I said. And keeps
Well,
walking.
Vern, the greatest truths are whispered by the wind and comprehended by the hearts willing to listen. And I give him a pat on the back.
Obo
And I
is-
continue walking through the car.
Obo is just trying to keep going and just like
Going to fucking die.
What?
The game is afoot. And he goes back to like examining the body. Ah! This throat slit is merely decorative.
What?
They were killed by
Obo
something
turns
else.
around.
Wait, I'm
But-
curious now.
Yeah, that just that just made me curious.
Booch,
too.
let's have fun. How often are these things fun?
And you can see Ignatius pulls off what looks like makeup that was applied to the neck to look like a throat slit. Interesting. Like a prosthetic.
Taste it! Lick it!
No.
So
it
these
could
are the
be hot
suspects.
sauce!
Who are the suspects?
My current suspects is Vern here. Points to the the Cambion. A dragonologist that's on the train. Currently in one of these cabins. An Azar, which is, they point to the bronze flaming dwarf, named Meldar. Those are my suspects.
Oh.
I believe that this individual, Quintus, I think is their name, judging on my expert investigative skills, their name is Quintus. That's because someone told you their name was Quintus. I think they were killed while walking to their cabin from one of the passenger car's 2 privies. I was
Y'all
using
can
the
do
other
it.
privy at the time of their death. I heard them gasp before hitting the floor.
Do you have any money on them?
No. Maybe.
So they were robbed.
I don't know.
Do you need help?
That would be most appreciated, and I'll help you in return.
All right, you guys do what you want. I gotta take a shit. Uh,
Feel
so
free.
I want to go, and I actually want to use an action to try and hide and eavesdrop rather than
So like hiding
check out.
hiding like one of the privies.
Yeah, but I want to be like listening and waiting just
Okay.
in case. Yeah.
Sure. I'm not gonna have you roll a stealth check because everyone can see you go into the privy.
Yeah.
Um.
And I'm gonna try and monk hide above.
Okay.
Leave the door open like I'm.
So you're gonna
I'm,
like kind of like arms and legs like up on the ceiling, trying to like perch on like up on like the ceiling, kind of like that. Give me an acrobatics check to see if you can do that.
Got it.
Acrobatics or athletics?
I'll take acrobatics. That's a 28.
Okay, so no one hears like a. You get up there perfectly fine. No one hears you come crashing down. Yes, help would be appreciated. I have listed motives and everything, but I don't know why he's dead.
Everyone, you keep going. I'll sort this out.
No, it's a game, Obo. I'm gonna look at the body. Take the body and
All right, I'll leave it up to you then. We don't have very much time.
just quick, real quick. Can I flip the body? Flip.
You flip him. No visible wounds.
Oh. Are you
Actually,
sure he's
hold on.
dead? Pats on the face.
Oh, I'm used to seeing dead people.
I'm gonna do a. Can I tell to see if they're alive?
You can do a medicine check.
Yeah.
Both of you can, since you're examining the body.
All right.
Bad.
Oh, we both rolled a
The
16.
same thing, 16.
Okay.
Nice.
They were killed by 3 bolts of magical force that hit their back. So they were killed while they were walking away.
Dun dun dun. It's gonna turn around and look. So from their angle, are there any of the where's some openings? Like what's behind the body?
Give me, there's the cabins and then the privies. Both of you now
Okay.
can give me investigation checks with advantage because Ignatius is technically helping. We'll say Booch is helping from a distance, listening in, and Tet's there. This old turtle. What's Tet doing during all this, by the way?
What is Ted doing?
I don't know.
What am I good at?
I don't know.
Can I look at the other passengers that are in this car?
Yeah.
And see if they have any, like, are their faces giving away any emotional attachment or detachment to the victim? Whether or not they were
Make me
traveling with him or knew him before he was killed.
make me an insight check, and then Earwick and Obo, what did you get on those investigation checks?
With advantage, I got a 3.
With advantage, I got an 18.
18. Earwick, judging where the body landed, how it was attacked, given where they fell, the direction they were walking, you can rule out that the killer didn't come from the Azer's cabin, the flaming dwarf. You can rule out that guy as a suspect because it just wouldn't make sense from where he is to.
Gonna Obo and Ignatius.
Yes.
The fan goes up. The fan goes up to obscure their faces.
Is the game afoot again?
The game has a big old foot. You can rule out the fiery dwarf.
Interesting. Yes, I knew my cabin partner wouldn't have committed a murder.
Oh, well,
Excellent.
that would have.
I had a feeling. This is good to know.
Okay.
In the privy, you're hearing this conversation, Um, but that's about it. Um, I haven't got around to questioning every passenger yet in the cabins. That is next on my agenda. This just occurred, you see, mere minutes ago.
Hmm.
Minutes.
What unfortunate timing.
Yes.
Eeny,
I got an
meeny,
18
miny,
on the
mo.
passenger insight check.
Okay. Uh, the passengers that you can see, Vern, uh, the drow woman, and the flaming bronze dwarf, they are concerned somebody got murdered, but they're indifferent.
Okay.
Like someone they had just met got murdered, and they're like, "Oh well, that sucks. This is bad. Hopefully the murderer isn't still here or camping out." They're very suspicious of one another. They're kind of like glancing at. They're all sharing different cabins, so you kind of have to like go into each cabin and look at them. Um, the first cabin holds a battered suitcase, and that's where Vern the Campion is. The next cabin is the drow woman. She's like, "Yeah, I shared the, I'm I shared this with the murder victim. Quintus, they left to use the privy. You can search the cabin if you want to find any details, and everybody can kind of hear this conversation going down.
As Booch is in the privy, kind of just hanging out, can I take a look around the is this? Am I in the privy?
You're in one of the privies.
I'd love to, take a look around, see if I can, find anything.
Nothing in the privies. Just you. Hiding on the ceiling.
Okay.
You didn't drop dead after just unloading.
Vacating.
in the toilet.
As their freshly used poopery in there.
All right.
Oh, and in each cabin there are monodrones, so single, basically what glitch is. In each one.
No, you're right, Kate. There's some lit matches in the privy that I'm in. They're blown out.
Hey, monodrones.
Which one? Which one? Which one? Which one?
All of you, come here.
They all come. Hi. 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 Hi.
Did any of you see this happen?
Yep.
Do you know who did it? Who
Yep.
killed this person? Who was it?
One of them's pointing to one of the monitors just points to itself.
Oh, why did you kill them?
Hi, I'm Higglesworth.
Hi, Higglesworth.
I didn't commit the crime willingly.
Okay.
I think I was changed.
Higglesworth.
I was tinkered on.
Which car?
They point to
Have-
Vern the Cambion.
Vern.
He's like, fucking. He reprogrammed me to murder Quintus using a wand. I have the wand inside me.
Oh, could you open yourself up so that we can...
He pulls out a wand of magic missiles.
May I examine this?
Murder weapon?
Yeah, you can examine it. It matches what magic missiles would do to the dead guy.
Can we tell how many charges are missing?
Ignatius is like, Ignatius immediately confines Vern to his cabin. Yes, good. Thank you, everyone. Yes. 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 Maybe we could
Booth,
revive
are
this.
you quite finished?
I think we could revive this passenger. We could
How?
speak. We could speak with the Deva that is guarding the jail cell and get them to come here and do some revival magic, perhaps.
I'll
Also,
go get them.
also feel free to keep the wand.
Oh,
I don't need it to make a case.
what do you want the wand?
Sure.
It has 6 charges because it used 1.
The Earwick is gonna walk up to the privy that Booch disappeared into. Give it a knock. Booch, are you finished? Prestidigitate at the seams of the door just in case Booch was actually
Take a pen.
letting one loose. Booch.
Booch just waits.
Booch, get your furry butt out here. We're waiting on you.
You were right. You were right. Your instincts were correct. You guessed who it was.
I want to swing down and kick the door in. Kick the door outward.
Okay.
Breaks off his hinges. At all.
Sidestep around.
Here. Like I said, devil's in the details. Let's go talk to the guard.
Oh. 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 All right. Well, I think the Ignatius here is going to handle the confinement. Well, we should go get the Deva from that one compartment, bring them here to ensure that the body gets revived. Right, Ignatius?
Yes, of course. Ah, death. Can
So
be avoided.
sad. Hmm.
In
not
the
turning your-
symphony of existence, harmony is found within the silence of contemplation.
Yes, of course, I agree.
Come on, Grandpa, into the other carts. We're going back to the gel one.
What?
You're already moving to the way that we're going, Grandpa.
All right. Just don't rush me.
Never would think to do it.
Okay. So you pass through the aquarium car, and you get back into the jail car.
Is the aquarium car still full of water, or was it fully emptied?
No, it's no one. It's still
Oh.
full of water.
Okay.
But yeah, you get back to the jail car, and the guard, Omid is, yes, you're back.
What type of person are they again?
A massive, green-skinned angel with fiery wings.
So non-humanoid.
Yeah.
Someone got in the next car.
Is there?
There was a murder. They're looking to see if someone can revive the
Oh, yes,
dead person.
yes.
We found the murderer.
Yes.
Did you pass judgment as well?
We'll throw somebody in the cell, most likely. Yes. Yes.
All right. Well, I'm going back.
Oh, I left
and
my.
Obo heads back to the main car.
Yeah.
That's where I was going to-
And
yeah.
when they get back there, they're going to
Like you're
go
going back
up
to the passenger car?
Yeah, they want to go to the investigator.
Yep.
Do you mind if I talk to the person in the cell?
Oh, he's just in the compartment. He's just in the cabin. He's not locked up or anything.
All right.
So you're going to go talk to Vern?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
And say, looks like you're about to get locked up.
Yes. Unfortunately.
What do you think about that?
I'm used to it.
Hmm.
I'm a bit of a con artist. You know,
Why'd you kill him?
competition.
Ooh. Both con artists.
Yes. Quintus made and sold bogus treasure maps. I make magical compasses that lead people to what they desire.
Hmm. All right, well, do you mind being useful for me?
For money.
Great.
He's just gonna cast hex on him.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And the stat he's gonna
I'm
lower
looking
on
to
him.
see the components, like if it's verbal, somatic, blah blah blah.
Yeah, it's all the above.
Okay, so they can tell you're casting a spell at them. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're going to uh have the ability that they have disadvantage on checks be uh constitution.
Okay.
You know, something you don't have to
Mm-hmm.
do checks on very often.
Okay.
All right. Well, if things go well, you could be out of here in a jiffy.
So what do you need?
Oh, maybe next time you hear any of me or my troop come in there, you make a noise. Do like a bird tweet. Or bang on the door. Something that stands out. And if you're allowed to speak with anyone in there, see if you can find one by the name of the stranger.
I'll see what I can do.
All right. We'll be in touch.
Alright. Everybody's still at the jail car. Uh, who's talking to the devil to get him out?
Oh, I might as well. Look, Omid. We think it would be fortuitous to ensure though that was killed to be brought back to fully solidify the case of the murder or the attempted murder. Does it still count as murder if you bring them back?
I believe so. Someone was still killed.
That makes sense. The detective, Ignatius Inkblot, said that you could provide your abilities to do such a thing.
Yes, but I don't like to leave this car unattended. I am the only guard. So, I need a persuasion or deception check based on however you're wording your thing to get him out of here.
I mean, Quintus coming alive would help the investigation, or who would help the
Persuasion or deception, your choice.
Okay, okay. 29.
29.
The fan's going, wafting a nice, almost relaxing like scent through.
Alright. Vacate the car with me then, please.
Oh, yes. Of course.
As we all turn to leave, can I try to block Booch behind me as we walk
That
out?
was the feathers were gonna slither up too, so that it's literally Grandpa and Earwick
Yeah.
blocking
Okay.
the dog.
Both of you make sleight of hand, and then Booch make a stealth check if you want to stay in the jail car, if that's what's happening, and your stealth checks with advantage, as you're gonna get locked in there.
Oh, that was so close. 21.
21,
Sleight of hand for me. Yeah.
That's the third time I've rolled an 8 tonight. 11.
11, and then Booch stealth with advantage. I think you're muted.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, sorry,
There
God,
we go.
never mind.
Yeah, I'm trying to roll it. It's just for some reason my screen. Hold on, there we go. There we go. I got you. Now we're rolling. Oh, 23.
Okay. So, it would have been a high DC because you're trying to literally block this guy's line of sight as he turns around and locks the door.
Mhm.
He locks Booch inside the jail car and follows Tet and Earwick back to the passenger car. Booch, what are you doing in
It's
the
all
jail?
you, Booch.
Booch,
Go, man, go.
Booch, you're in the jail car. There are there 8 cells? There are 8 cells, balconies, and the jail car is now locked. So you got those. You got the skylight on the ceiling, and the 8 jail cells that required, or at least the mace that the diva was carrying, looked like that was the key.
I want to know when you say skylight.
Yeah, like a 10
Are you
foot radius,
saying-
like little light for that brings in skylight from the sky. So it's like you can look up and see out the train.
Okay. So light is coming through. So we're still in the middle of day.
100. Yeah, the train is brightly lit at all times.
Cool. So it's just me and the 8 cells.
Yep.
Just need the
All
names
right,
from the
all right.
stranger.
Listen,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What?
Oh yeah. Sorry. Go ahead. Do your thing. I didn't. Yeah. Go ahead.
What'd you need?
No, you do your thing.
They're not here,
Oh.
so it's whatever you want to do.
All right, listen up. This game's called Ollie Ollie Oxen Free. Whoever gives me names gets a little bit of yard time, if you know what I mean. I'm looking for someone who doesn't want to be known. I'm looking for a little person called the Stranger.
Let me guess. You want a name, maybe more than one. Got a pen?
Ooh, I got all the pens you need, baby.
I could give you 3 names
Mm-hmm.
in exchange for my freedom.
All right.
Otherwise, no
offer.
deal.
You want freedom? You got it. You give me 3 names, I'll get you your freedom.
All right, I will await my freedom.
Oh, you got to sweeten the pot a little more than that, my friend.
No, I don't.
Oh, it's just
You're
as
here. It
easy
sounds
enough.
like you're here looking for me. So if you
It
want
sounds
what I
like
have,
you're. Well, it sounds like you're the one inside of a jail cell. Like it looks like you're. You could also use a little bit of me too, if I'm being honest.
He's got 3 names to bargain with.
and just goes back to being silent. I'm sure the guard will be back soon.
That sounds good. Sounds like you could use a roommate. Does anybody else to know the game Tiddlywinks? I got a couple in my pocket we could play while we're waiting. No one else wants to socialize.
Um, Back in the passenger car, Tet's gonna wander off into the car after the passenger car.
Like the next one.
The next car, yeah.
Okay.
And he just kind of gonna hang out by the door until it sounds like the Deva is gonna wander back to the jail car.
Okay. This one is a battered war machine rests at an end of the spacious car. Acid drips from a hose-like weapon mounted on the front of the vehicle, leaving a sizzling hole in the train's car floor. It looks like an infernal vehicle from the Nine Hells. It looks like it doesn't operate, but the hose sprayer looks like it's the only operational piece on it.
Muted.
Do I see any wheel or lever to operate it,
No,
or is it just constantly dripping?
no. There's it's like you're holding like a garden hose. You just hold down like the trigger and it sprays acid.
Gotcha. Okay. Keep that in mind.
Hey there, Mr. Stranger. I got one more offer for you. Why don't you get up here real close?
All right.
All right. Why don't you give me one name and I'll figure this lock out for you.
One name.
Okay.
Well, it depends.
On what?
Well, I have a plethora of names. What name would tickle your fancy?
So you're on the other side of the door, right? That stranger's on the other side of the door.
Sounds like it.
So within 10 feet of me.
You're not sure. But sounds like it.
Sounds like it. This reeks of some interdimensional tomfoolery is what it reeks of.
With that insight, he'll say also, the cells aren't exactly connected to the train. They're extra dimensional in a way.
Haha. Listen, I got 3 names I need for my own personal freedom. Listen, I want to help you out just as much as I know you want to help me out. What's the name of the game? Name of the game is get loot, fuck shit up, be free. Listen, I'm trying to get you 2 out of 3 of those, my man. How can I help you?
Well, what names are you looking for?
You know, I got them right up in my dome. Just need to take a little quick trip into my mind palace and I'll hook you up.
Hopefully it doesn't take a long time. The guard should be back soon, most likely.
Listen, I'll get you those names. You give me, 3 solid seconds to just think of what those are.
And meanwhile, Eric, Earwick, and Oboe, the guard, gets into the car, casts Raise Dead on the dead ASMR. As soon as the ASMR comes back to life, he's like, "Yep, fucker, right there. One who killed me," pointing at Vern. He's like, "Is that true? Is that the consensus? Is that what the evidence has led to?"
Mm-hmm. Quite.
All right. Shackles these glowing blue energy shackles onto the Cambion and starts leading him out of the car. This way. Thanks for your help.
Omid, I have a quick word before you bring the captive back.
All right.
With you specifically. Could we have a private conversation? Gives a quick look around the room. Really quick.
Persuasion check. And Tet,
Dirty 20.
Tet, you can hear all this happening in the cargo room where you are. Alright, fine, we'll take one of these cabins. And
Oh, yes.
they lead you into the cabin and they push the monodrones out and the drow woman and close the door.
I'll have a seat.
Still
Or
with
we'll have a
the
seat.
Cambion.
Oh, the Cambions with them?
Yeah, of course.
Omid, I'm going to be frank with you. I am here on. I was brought onto aboard to confront a certain individual that we know to be locked up. The fan flies, begins to flutter. You have an individual by the name of the Stranger.
Okay.
Yes?
Okay. Just getting to it. Yes, I don't know much about them, only that I've been tasked with making sure they get to Mechanus.
Right. So you don't know the reason of why they were locked up?
Not entirely, but my orders were deliver them to Mechanus, where their judgment will be. So.
I'm going to be honest. I think I'm all flustered now. I think it would be best if you allow me a quick word with the stranger to confirm details on why they were captured. Look, I was part of the investigation that have this individual locked up. I would like to be at least granted the opportunity to ensure no mistakes were made.
Do you have documentation to prove that?
Oh, all my things got soaking wet.
Impossible. The aquarium car magically dries you off when you leave.
Oh.
So whatever documentation you have should be perfectly fine.
Oh, 1 second. Let me just.
Can I hear Earwick
No.
starting to get flustered?
Nope, because they went to a private cabin for a private conversation.
Okay.
Nope, not it.
What's this happening? What's Obo doing? The guard is in a closed cabin. Booch is off in a jail car. You watch Tet go into another car.
They're thinking about their life choices up until this point, and how all of the things that they usually rely on are not available to them. Yeah, there's a whole lot of ideas being thrown around the team, and I'm just like, man, how are we gonna do this? Because this sounds pretty bonkers. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not doing anything. I'm just gonna sit there with that dude really awkwardly.
Which dude? The one who just got resurrected?
No, I'm in the same cabin as the guy that's guilty of murder.
Then you would be in the same cabin as Earwick and the Deva, and they wanted a private conversation.
What?
Yeah, because the guilty guy is currently in custody of the Deva because they came back and took him into custody.
Oh, I didn't know that they had already. Okay, so I'm just there. Okay, all right. It's too late for what I was thinking about doing anyway. Oops. Yeah, I'm just gonna sit quietly
Okay.
and try to find an opening, something, anything. You said that they had their like they have a certain thing that they use as a key.
Yeah, they're mace.
Yeah. What kind of mace is it?
A massive, like, kind of mace. Looks like a key. It's a mace.
Like, is it two-handed?
Yeah. No, one-handed.
Okay.
And Eric's currently talking to them to try to get them in to see the stranger. Eric's doing that right now.
Cool. Do they have do they do they have their mace like on a loop on their
Yeah,
belt, or they're holding it?
on a
Okay,
loop
it's
on
a
their
loop
belt.
on them. Okay. I'm not the one to do this, so I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna pickpocket this dude. I will fail.
So, uh, talking to you, Eric, where does
Mhm.
your documentation? Then it should be perfectly fine.
Right.
If only Booch were here.
Flips through some of the documentations because they are a charlatan.
If Booch and Obo switch places right now, it would be so good.
Magical Swip. Um, gonna look for something, a persona or documentation that
And
is.
just a reminder before we continue:
Uh-huh.
teleportation magic works, but you just can't use it to get on or off the train with it. Just
So you can work between
yes.
carts. Okay.
Okay. Glitch specified
Um,
that in the bar. You can do it to get between. You just can't use it to get off and on the train.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay.
okay. Going to be honest, I don't think it's in this satchel. I think it's in the satchel, my other satchel that Grandpa has. Don't know where they went though. Do you know where they went?
No.
Shit. All right. Well, I'll
Give
be
me
quick.
give me deception.
Not my good one.
Good luck, dude.
Yeah. Oh shit. I'm rolling really well. 24.
24. You needed a 17. Ah, fine. Quickly.
Quickly.
And yeah, since Obo's in the room too, you hear that conversation go that way. All right. I assume your compatriots are part of the same sort of business job that want to talk to him as well.
I just take notes. Yes, I'm there to
Yes, they're
take the
all
notes.
part of this.
All right, this way, please.
Under my
Then
wing. Grandpapa, you can join us.
You hear through the door. What?
Get your old ass out of the closet and come join us, please.
I don't have any cheese.
Opens the door.
you see a massive.
You see him holding a hose, dripping acid.
Oh, you're holding the hose.
Uh,
You said you're holding the hose. So as you
I
grab
was
for
gonna
the
try to make another
yeah,
hole in the ground.
as you grab for the hose, then
Oh, I've just been holding
yeah.
it.
Okay, perfect.
Oh, okay.
Um, you hear screaming as things begin to fly out of the machine.
What?
Uh, they're screaming. Anybody know Infernal? Out of Eric, Tet,
No.
and Obo?
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Okay. You just hear. And 6 imps manifest and begin attacking Tet, and I need everybody to roll initiative except for 8.
Oh
What?
boy.
Who?
What?
Yeah, you're getting attacked by imps that were hiding in the machine.
Freaking wild. Well. Okay, 13. I mean, I was gonna try to make a distraction, but not on myself.
Cool. 18.
Alright. Gotta make the encounter first. The guard's gonna help at
Dude,
least,
this
so
is
that
about-
helps.
We're about at like halfway point too, so
Yep.
We're so close.
I hope Booch and the stranger have just started having really emotional icebreakers while they're locked in there together.
I'm trying to classily double dutch back in, but I got it locked and ready to go whenever you're ready.
And I think it all stems from not having my father around when I was a kid. Just
Stranger.
You know what? Can I call you Mr. Anger? Sounds like got a
Stir
whole
anger.
lot. Got a whole lot stirring inside you, so I'd want to call you Stir.
All right.
A whole lot of ang.
What did Obo get?
18.
Tet.
13.
All right.
I'm rolling garbage.
Just so you know, you're within 5 feet of all of the imps, all 6 imps.
Okay.
But you're holding the hose.
I am holding my hook.
And then Earwick.
Dirty 20.
Cool. Well, one of the imps is going to attack Tet. Because they attack the person who messes with the... Oh, wait. Cool. One of them is going to grab the hose. It's not really... And because you're just holding it, they're going to take the nozzle and just turn the nozzle towards you.
I feel like I was holding it at the nozzle, to be honest.
Okay.
Okay.
It hasn't been used yet. Imps can use it if it hasn't been used, though. Yeah, that's fair. It's just going to attack you then. And since you can sense imps flying around because they're invisible, so it's just going to go for a sting against you. I don't imagine a 14 hits.
No.
Cool. Another imp's going to try to do the same thing at you. That one appears as it goes to sting you, and you can see that they're imps.
Mm-hmm.
The second one, 15 hit.
No.
Third one, 23 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. So yeah, you get stung by the imp stinger. You take 4 piercing damage.
Okay. I'm gonna use my reaction to do telekinetic reprisal, gift of the gem dragon.
Yeah.
I need that imp who just gave me who dealt damage to me needs to make a strength save. DC is 8 plus my proficiency, so 11 plus the ability modifier, which is wisdom, so it's plus another 3, so it's a 14. DC.
10 minus 2.
Yeah, that'll fail. He takes 2d8 force damage and is pushed 10 feet away from me.
Okay, so he just and gets like pushed 10 feet back.
Okay. And that is 11 force damage.
And he dies. The other imp, the final of that grouping is going to attack you anyway, though. The last one.
Do it.
For a 21 to hit.
That also hits.
Oh, and after you get stung, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw from the first attack.
Okay. Con save. 16?
You take half of this. You take 7 poison damage instead of 14.
Nice.
And then yeah, the final imp also hits you for 6 piercing damage.
Okay.
And then another con save.
$19.
19. You take 4 poison instead of 8.
Sweet.
All the imps are visible, or not all of them. 4 of the 6, 3 of the 6, because one's dead. Earwick, you open the door just in time to see imps flying out of this infernal machine and start attacking Ted.
The fan flits open and they begin to flutter quickly in that general direction, and centered on Tet, a blossom of multicolors, of similar colors as they cast fairy fire.
Okay.
Covering that.
Sure. That's a dex
20-foot
save,
cube.
right?
It is a dex save.
Okay.
Tet, you would have to make it as well.
Okay.
1 fails. 18 plus 3. That
Yeah,
one
that's gonna
succeeds.
19 for Ted.
that succeeds.
That one succeeds. So 2 successes, 1 fails. 2 more. 15 or sorry, 14.
14 just succeeds.
Okay, and then the last one is 13.
That fails.
Okay.
And gonna back up and look to Oboe. I think you're up next. And gonna cast or do Bardic Inspiration to Oboe
Perfect.
as they move out of the doorway to allow Oboe
All
plenty
right.
of room.
That's gonna bring us to Oboe then.
Oh.
Bow.
Damn it. Damn it. What's the for lack of memory, what's the warden up to?
They haven't done
Does it
anything
look
yet.
like, but I mean, does it look like are they alarmed by any of this?
No,
or...
it looks like they're just gonna deal with the imps. She's like, oh, like they're annoyed by the imps.
Oh, okay. Do I see their hand going for their mace at all?
Most likely.
Hmm. Man. Yeah, I'm just not it's not in my wheelhouse. A part of me wants to just like swap maces since I have a mace.
Yeah, they
But
probably noticed because theirs does look like a
yeah.
key.
Yeah. Yeah. But I don't know, it would have been better if I had minor illusion. But nah. Yeah, I don't want to fuck with any of this because, like, I'm sorry, I'm probably gonna pass on this one.
So you're not doing anything on your turn.
Uh, I mean, I'll see if I can, like, maybe do a help action.
To who?
Uh, just against one of the imps, so that the next person that attacks it has advantage.
Right. I need to double check if you have to be within 5 feet to do help because it's been a hot.
Yeah, you
minute.
do.
So you have to get into the room where
Yeah,
Ted
how far
is.
away is that?
Like to 20 feet.
Okay. And what's the lighting scenario here?
Same as every car, bright light.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just walk in there and do that.
Okay.
Just try to be a distraction for now.
All right. That'll bring us to Tet.
Cool. Oboe, are you still slightly behind me, or are you like in front of me when you entered the car?
They'd be behind.
Oh,
Yeah.
behind me? Great. I'm going to then for one of my attack actions, I'm going to use Breath of the Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
In a 20-foot cone.
Perfect.
I'm gonna have all of these imps make a dex save DC 15 or take 2d6 lightning damage.
Okay. That'll be 19,
Success.
19,
Success.
20,
Success.
7,
Fail.
4.
Fail. So 2 fail, 3 success. 9 points for the fails, and then 4 for the successes
All right.
of lightning damage.
Cool.
And then for my second attack action, I'm going to take my quarterstaff and smack one of the ones that failed.
I don't think you can do that if you did your.
I can use one. I can substitute one of my attack actions for that dragon breath.
Do you need to
So I
spend?
still have my
Do you
other.
need to spend key points to do that?
No. Oh,
Hold on.
I can use this feature 4 times per long rest. When I have no more uses available, I can spend 2 key points to use it again, like a 5th time or a 6th time. But otherwise, it's no key points.
Interesting. Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna use my other attack action for a quarterstaff attack on whichever one's closest to me with both hands.
Sure.
That is a dirty 20 to hit.
Oh, of course.
All right. D8. Oh, that is 4 bludgeoning damage.
Alrighty. Looking pretty bad.
Uh,
Oh, is that a magical staff?
no, it's not magical.
Okay, so it doesn't look like it takes the full amount.
Okay. What is that again?
Because your unarmed strikes that have, at this point, I think unarmed strikes are the ones that don't have.
I'm gonna actually use my Draconic Strike feature to change that damage type to also lightning damage.
Okay, so then it takes the full
Bludgeoning
amount.
damage. Yeah.
Okay.
Bonus action, Flurry of Blows for 2 more attacks.
Okay.
So the first one is that's a 21 to hit
Yep.
for the first one. And a 15 for the second one.
Yep.
Okay. These are all going to be lightning damage.
Mm-hmm.
That's 6 more.
That one dies. Do you want to transfer the damage from the second attack to another one?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Second one, 7 lightning damage.
That one also dies. You kill 2 of them.
And I'm gonna sprint to the other side of the car with 45 feet of movement.
Alright. 3 attacks of opportunity.
There. How many are there?
3. 2 are
There's
invisible.
3 more.
Oh, I thought you said 2 had died.
Yeah, there's 6 total.
There's
So-
6 total.
Oh, okay.
I've gotten 3 of them down.
Sorry.
So, yep, attacks of opportunity from the invisible ones, which actually they weren't. Yeah, because they haven't had a turn yet. So yeah, attacks from them, which brings them visible.
Oh, I thought. Oh, did they? They must have succeeded on the fairy fire.
Yep.
That Eric did. Okay.
17 to hit.
Just hits.
Okay.
Do I have my reaction back?
Yeah, your turn just ended. Or your turn's hasn't ended yet. This is
Okay. Still
reaction.
within my
yeah,
turn.
it's still turn. So
Okay,
you don't have your
gotcha.
reaction right now.
Gotcha.
7 piercing damage,
Okay.
and then I need a con save.
I'm not looking super great. 18.
Okay, so half this. So instead of 10, you take 5 poison. The other imp that was invisible, 16.
Miss.
And then the surviving one that is visible, so that's just a straight roll. For a natural 20.
Ow.
Silvery barbs.
Fuck you. So
Best spell of the
I re-roll that, right?
Yeah.
That'll
Silvery
be
barbs.
a 15 instead.
Miss.
Okay. So that's the end of your turn then. So you get your reaction
Giving
back.
myself advantage.
Okay. That's going to bring us to the jailer.
Oh, I took the hose with me. I have it tucked under my
Nope.
arm.
The hose
Okay.
doesn't move with you. It's attached to the
Aw.
vehicle.
the
Can I
cart's
run with
uvula.
Bennett?
That's just
No.
It's like
Okay.
it's
That
like
was just
I
It's like a
imagine
5-foot hose.
in my head. It's like the hose that's on a fire truck.
Yeah, it's kind of
Mm.
attached.
Yeah.
It doesn't really go anywhere.
Gotcha.
They're just going to run in and go for the 2 imps that revealed themselves. 17. They have 1 hit point each. Second attack against the other one. Takes that one out. The final imp's gonna be okay, my bad. but it's speaking in Infernal, which nobody understands except for the guard. He'll just be like, okay, fly away then, and the thing just flies out of the car and keeps flying away.
Get going, get.
All right, weird. Let's go back to the jail car then, as was planned. Meanwhile, Booch, how's your conversation going?
So I'm looking for a pit fiend. I'm looking for some true names, my guy. Every true name.
Oh, I got true names for you, my guy.
Yeah, every true name. I'll unlock one of these tumblers. Just starts putting the pieces into the lock.
Those are weird locks. Are you good at picking weird locks?
Oh, I'll pick them all day.
All right. Also, just so you know, this car is soundproof when the doors are closed. Come to find out.
Wink, wink.
What's that? What's that mean?
Meaning no sound gets out of the car.
Oh, okay.
Means that no one else is gonna hear
Yeah.
this, and just rips a massive tooth.
um. Alright, so you want a name of a pit fiend.
Oh yeah, I got a pit fiend. He goes by Carnirus.
Alright.
I got me a Baylor that goes by the name Urtok. I got a Marilith who thinks their name is Hexalanth.
Alright.
What I need is some true
Hexal,
names.
I can't give you Hexalanth's name right now because it's a little difficult to give that without looking at me.
Okay.
Hard to describe.
I see what you're saying.
Carnrios' name I could give you, but you might not believe me when I do it.
Hmm?
Urtok's true name is Arloth Gothuka.
Slides in the first set of the tumblers.
Alright. It appears like these locks are impossible to pick with thieves' tools. Okay, so yeah, just pick the lock and we'll be good to go.
Looks like they are impossible to pick with tools. That is a real piece of shit. Hold on. Give me 1 second.
And because the car is soundproof, you can't hear if the people are coming back yet.
Yeah, no, I don't need people. What I need is... Cool. Was there anything close to that skylight?
There are metal like stairwells that go up to the balcony. There's like balconies where the guard was standing, where you can overlook the area, and it's just
Can I
balconies
get-
that go directly up to the skylight. And you were told that
wanna make
also the monodrones also patrol the outside of the train too.
Great. I want to go to that skylight.
Okay, you go to the skylight, and as you get close, you can see it's made of a very thick glass.
Perfect.
It's a 10-foot square skylight, and it looks
10
like it
foot
has a latch with a lock on it.
Latch with lock. I want to start scouring that glass.
Okay.
And as I scour, I want to the goal. I want to hit it with the hammer and splinter it. Goal is to spider break it. So I'm trying to hit a corner of it. So I do have a hammer. I want to hit a corner.
You're gonna attack. You're attacking the skylight.
Yeah, but my goal is to not shatter the glass. It's to splinter it.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
Okay.
If you deal a certain amount of damage, you may break it.
Cool. I'm also trying to use the hammer, so.
Yep.
Actually, instead, can I use my claws?
Yeah, go for it.
Cool.
Also, bro,
Hey.
my apologies. I think you can pick these locks. I was thinking of the car doors. I was doing some investigating from my side to help out.
Are you fucking with me?
No, are you picking my lock still?
Give me 1
I think
second.
there's a skylight that would make a great escape, though.
Uh, all right, I'll be honest. The goal was I was gonna scour it and then use the rough glass and take the candle that I have, cover it with wax,
Mm-hmm.
like
It's a
essentially
good
shade
idea.
in wax, so that it creates more of a shadow,
Mm-hmm.
so that I actually do create a tint on the
Oh, you can
window.
do that. You can make this room dark then.
So I'm trying to make the room dark when someone comes
Easily
in.
done.
Cool. Was this guy actually fucking with me and I can actually
Yeah.
try and unlock the door?
That was me misreading something. He's like, yeah, turns out you can pick these locks, my guy. I was just peeking through the keyhole here, even though you can't see through the keyholes, but I think you can pick these. I mean, he's got it. The key has, there's a key, so there's.
You know what? That's my bad.
There's also treasure in the other cells, but I don't know how long we have. I'm cell
Listen.
8, so I'm like the
Yeah.
furthest. The one the one you've been talking to this whole time. You know where my cell is.
Yeah, that's right. Cell 8. I'm
They have
I'm here to
numbers?
No.
Cell 8. I'm here to celebrate. Let
Don't
me get
open
down.
up 2 of them. Most of the cells are empty. 2 of them we don't want to open.
Listen, I'm here to do a job. I'm not here to be a slob.
Perfect.
Just
I'm also chained up though, and only the jailer's key can unlock my shackles. So there's that we have to get past as well. Figured I'd let you
listen.
know.
Yeah, I figured. But you know what? You let me worry about the particulars.
Cool.
I made a promise.
All right.
Listen, I'm gonna open up this door for you, and then you're gonna give me another name. And then when I get you free, you can give me that final name.
Yeah, sounds good.
Perfect. All right, let me open this door for you.
All right, give me a dexterity check using your thieves tools. So dexterity check with proficiency.
Is it a sleight of hand check or no? Is it?
It's a dexterity check, just with then add your proficiency bonus. So like roll a dexterity check, adding your dexterity modifier, and then add your proficiency bonus. Because technically you don't use the sleight of hand skills for picking locks. It's just a dexterity plus proficiency. But if you have proficiency in sleight of hand, you can use sleight of hand.
I think I have proficiency in sleight of hand. Actually, I have expertise in sleight of hands.
Then, do you have expertise in thieves' tools?
I have proficiency in thieves'
Then
tools.
don't roll the sleight of hand check because that would make you have expertise in thieves' tools, which you don't have.
Right. Thank you. I appreciate it. So, gonna roll the dex check, and then I'm going to add my proficiency.
Yep.
Proficiency at this level, at level 9, is what, 3?
4.
4.
4? That's an absolute garbage roll, my guys. As an even
liquor.
10.
It was the liquor we drank before.
And the bumps.
No, don't you blame it. Don't you blame it on the.
All right, I'm eagerly awaiting to see you, my friend.
Yeah, I'm listen, Kimasabi. I'm trying to break this door down, but it seems like it's some bullshit.
At this point,
Did Booch eat anything with his 4 martinis?
you guys.
Oh, there was an olive that came in every single
There you
goddamn
go.
one.
At this point, you all, Eric, Tet, Obo, you're getting back to the jail car as this is happening. It's completely soundproof, so nobody knows what's going on.
Oh, that was such a
Good.
rush!
This
I
is gonna
feel
be-
so alive!
So is the mace still in hand, or is the mace now at
Back
the
on the
belt?
belt loop.
So
But
we're
you-
passing through the aquarium.
You're at
if
the
I-
you're at the jail car door at this point.
If I hear anything,
But
I
still
am
in the
going
aquarium.
Yeah.
to make an attempt to hide in a now significantly more shadowy.
You can't hear anything coming because it's soundproof.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Earwig is gonna try to maneuver to where they're just right by the big celestial.
Mm-hmm.
Because
And yeah,
they
you're
know they
currently in the
left
aquarium cars. You're still holding your breath while he's in the process of like going for the mace.
Mace. Fuck. Okay. Shit.
The
Gonna
Cambian's
let
here too
the
as
gonna
well, because
yeah
obviously he's
gonna
gonna throw the
let
Cambion in the
the
cell.
gonna let them go for the something else I can do.
Okay. Booch, you do hear the mechanism of the door being used as he's unlocking the door. Is Booch doing anything?
Oh, I hear the mechanism.
Yeah, you can hear the mechanism in the lock as the door is being
Yeah.
opened.
Then I'm gonna try and hide against like if it's a going either way. If it swings in,
Yeah.
I'm gonna hide behind and run up to it and try and hide behind.
They don't. The doors don't swing; they slide. They're sliding doors.
Like a train.
Still
door.
gonna lay flat against the door, like as there's just a little bit of shade. It's like putting your back against it and waiting as someone comes in. So when someone comes into a flat door, unless they go immediately right or left, they're not
Oh,
gonna
you're
stay.
like up against the side. Okay. Give me a stealth check with advantage because it's dark.
Mm-hmm.
Really
'Cause he-
trying to Assassin's Creed this shit.
Yeah.
It's a weird heist.
Dude, freaking weird.
Good Christ. Okay,
Oh,
so
no.
16.
Could I help?
Nope. Because you don't know what's happening, and you also don't see them.
Like,
No.
I also assume I'm talking
No.
very loud about my harrowing
No.
experience
No.
as soon as we're out of the water.
No. I already gave Booch. Booch already had advantage because it was dark.
That's true.
So
Yeah.
that was the help action right there. All right.
Hmm.
So walks in. It is dark. He goes, "Why is it so dark in here?"
Are we in a tunnel?
I'm gonna step in, and you hear Obo kind of sigh, as like a sigh of relief.
Yeah.
And they're going to kind of sidestep off to the side where no one's looking,
Mm-hmm.
and just go invisible.
Okay.
Shit.
Booch, he clocks you because it's passive perception. Just. What are you doing in here?
Just
Well, he was
dancing.
standing.
What? What am I doing? I'm
You
dancing.
were standing watch. This is Booch, part of one of my
Deception check.
Listen,
natural
I'm
20 for a 26.
All right. Why is it so dark in here then?
Like I said, are we going through a tunnel?
No.
Listen, I'm watching prisoners. I'm not a contractor. That sounds like a you problem.
All right. So you wanted to speak with the stranger?
Yes.
Walks over to the stranger's door, pulls out his mace key, and just unlocks it.
Walks up.
What the fuck? Opens up the cell, and inside, sitting on a bench with these glowing shackles around his ankles, you see a human man with a flat-brimmed hat and a tattered cloak, and his face is permanently obscured behind a shifting blur like that of a deep desert haze.
Did when the jailer went to open this door, does he have like in his other hand the other prisoner? Like, is he bringing him along in that
no.
direction?
The prisoner is like up against one of the walls. He's gonna open up another cell to throw that prisoner in.
How close by is that other prisoner?
Probably like right by the guard at all times, like right beside him.
Okay. While I'm invisible, I'm going to use a bonus action to teleport right next to him
Okay.
using Relentless Hex.
Okay. Does that cause any damage when you do that?
Nope, that's Relentless Hex.
Okay. So he's opening the door. He's like, okay, speak with the stranger. I will be keeping watch to make sure no funny business occurs.
Of course. Good, good day, stranger.
Good day.
My name is. Oh,
oh, sorry.
Boot. Yes.
We just next to that person's shoulder. Sorry. So yeah, definitely next to Earwig's shoulder. I'll look at the stranger and be like,
The fan is The fan is moved as a distraction technique to pull away attention at different angles. So the fluttering is more to if Booch is doing anything, hopefully to
Sleight of hand.
distract. Right.
I can help action with my sleight of hand, or maybe
19.
19. Okay. They just clock that you're doing something, but they don't really know what. You get a sense their passive is probably 19.
Okay. Stranger, me and my group here are assigned to ensure that your sentencing is proper.
All right.
The crimes that you have allegedly committed.
I would say allegedly.
I would too. What is the saying? Innocent until proven guilty?
Apparently not here, but yeah.
If our stories can corroborate, then I don't see why we couldn't just let you go. Gonna give a little side look at the Omid.
Oh man. Okay. Um. That'll be okay. Yeah, I might as well have a conversation then. See where it leads.
Yes, of course. What, to confirm, what are you allegedly accused of doing? Booch, take notes.
I got you. Although I always heard the saying was innocent until proven filthy.
Ooh.
And what I always heard, what I had always heard is that water will clean it. A bail or two will get you clean as a whistle.
Yes, I heard that from Mary Liz.
Through
Yeah.
the kaleidoscope of perception, truth reveals itself as a fleeting mirage.
Grandpapa,
What?
What are you saying?
These are just sayings of my monastery. I'm trying to help.
Right.
Please never play an old character. I could not handle it.
The path to
So
good.
enlightenment is paved with the footprints of forgotten questions.
Sounds like old top's got some wisdom. You know, I always believed in everybody Wang Chung tonight.
So do you want to know what I'm allegedly arrested for, or is the
I
old
want
one
to
going to keep spouting
confirm.
nonsense?
Why can't we do both?
That is true. I want to confirm of what you've been allegedly accused of.
Stealing shit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Omid, as you can confirm here, who in their right mind would actually steal fecal matter? It just simply makes no sense. Why would they be locked up for that? You know? I don't get it.
Dave
Right, one time.
imprisoned for stealing fecal matter.
He said
No.
shit, or they said shit.
He's stealing shit. That's right. One time I worked on a farm for half a summer, you know, and we'd have to break down boxes, and I'd throw them in a baler. Catch my drift? We used to call our baler Ted. You know, if you were to work on a farm and work with a baler, what'd you call your baler?
The stranger looks very you can't see his face because he's got the blur in front of him.
Body language is
Body
just
language is
"What
like,
the fuck?"
The universe weaves a tapestry of cosmic secrets, and only the patient observer can decipher its elusive
all right,
code.
give me
Can
a
I get a
persuasion
can
check
I
with
get a
advantage. And what's up?
Persuasion.
Yeah. And what's up, Obo?
can I get an image of like what where we are and what direction the jailer is facing?
He's facing a general direction so you can face everyone that's talking, and also keep an eye on the guy in the cell. And you'd be probably right beside him, facing all your friends.
Okay. I need some type of distraction.
So
There's a
persuasion check
distraction.
for trying to convince this Deva that
Distraction.
this guy was imprisoned falsely for stealing fecal matter.
25. I roll. This is what we do.
Yeah, use that fan to your advantage.
Literally. I have a real fan. I just don't know where it's at.
Christ. Okay. Just give me a second to get everything in order and
Mhm.
think. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I can say another
Well,
bullshit quote.
after re-looking at things, it's a good thing no one tried picking these locks because they can't be picked. I just fucking read that. All right.
Yeah, who would?
That's-
You'd never try to.
That's
It
true.
doesn't
You're also
make
not,
any
you're all,
sense.
you're not all you're all very weird. So it makes sense that you. All right.
We just walked into a murder mystery and solved it in like 2 minutes.
All right.
So
All
I'd say
right.
we have a few beneficial skills.
The Deva walks in, takes his mace, holds them against the shackles that the stranger is wearing, and unlocks his shackles. So apologies for the false arrest. You may go sit in the passenger car until the journey's done. The stranger's like, thank you kindly. Gets up, leaves the jail car. The Cambion is now tossed into the empty cell,
All right, well, I'll go help our friend find a seat.
and then the cell is locked. And the David goes back up to the balcony and oversees the jail car.
We're running to catch up with the stranger.
Okay. Yeah, the stranger is making his way back to the passenger car to find a place to sit.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw Hex onto the stranger as a bonus action.
Okay. I think you'd no longer be invisible because you're casting a spell.
Nope.
It's just moving.
I would still be invisible with this ability. The only way I break it is an action, a reaction, or by moving.
Okay, good.
So I can do a bonus action.
Let me pull up his stat block then, just in case.
Yeah. Anyway, he wouldn't know anything is really being done to him,
Yeah.
but yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna put a hex on him and give him disadvantage on charisma checks in case he tries fucking lying about shit.
Sure.
Yeah, and then I'll just be using my bonus action afterwards to invisibly stay right next to him with relentless hex.
All right.
Oh, cool.
So you all
Right,
get
so-
into the brightly lit passenger car. Once again.
And then I guess Booch will be walking up next to the stranger and being like, "Ooh, looks like I filled my end of the bargain, and I'm still waiting on 2/3 of our agreement."
Well, let's
to
get the
fall out."
private car first.
You know it.
And he goes into a
Sounds
private
like
car.
Sounds like a plan.
Private
Stan.
cabin, rather.
Hmm?
I'm gonna stand outside whatever car they use
Okay,
or choose.
sure.
I'm gonna sit next to Booch.
Okay. So, you wanted Carnios' name and Hexalance's name.
Actually, what I need is Hexlance's name and Airtalk's name You already told me the true name.
No, I already gave you Airtalk's name. Airtalk's name is Arlotha Gothica.
You know what? That's on me then, homie. I screwed those two up. I'm gonna go ahead and amend my.
I didn't give you
Chicken
Carnios'
scratch.
name because I said you wouldn't believe me when I told you it.
Oh, okay.
His name.
Yeah. Okay. And that's just spelled how I think it would be, right?
That's just those noises. A series of guttural growls, grimaces, followed by the sound of a popping balloon.
Oh.
Yeah. No, exactly how I think it would be sounded out like it. Okay.
Earwick is. um, he's not wrong. Earwick is gonna try to see if he's bullshitting on that.
Okay,
Yeah,
make an
same
insight
with
check.
the oboe.
Oh my god, I'm rolling really well. 19.
Telling the truth.
Good.
Told you wouldn't believe me.
Fan is
So we're
fluttering.
No, I believe you. I never lost faith in you.
Hexalanth is name.
Mm-hmm.
He stands up. And starts doing like these hand gestures, dance moves, and drum rolls in the air. That's Hexalanth's name. Alright. Anything else? You only wanted the three names? The three names I have given you.
That's all.
Your
I need.
name.
The stranger.
Perfect. All right. Well, it's a pleasure doing business with you.
Yeah, of course. It was
Yeah.
nice meeting you all. And he gets up, walks out of the cabin.
Where you going, young whippersnapper?
Leaving.
Yeah, oboe's gonna follow him invisibly.
He opens a door that connects this cabin to the next cabin, the cargo cabin.
Mm-hmm.
As he's leaving, he looks back at Tet and Booch and Eric, if you're like sticking your heads out or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Tips his hat and leaps off the train
You know,
and just plummets through the sky. And as he gets away from the train, plane shifts because he's no longer near the train. So
Wow.
just,
He could have
Listen.
taken us home with him.
Listen, I'm about to roast this bone. But I gotta ask, didn't we figure out that there were Modron outside the train the entire time?
we did. Yes.
then you hear voices. Someone just left off the train.
Oh no! The fan flutters a little bit more.
No one's allowed out on the train. Well, he wasn't on the train. He just jumped off. Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go into the cabin and sit down with them.
And as you sit down and contemplate whatever the fuck this heist was, the train eventually arrives safely in Mechanus. A plane of gears and cogs everywhere. And as you arrive, Glitch is waiting. Did you guys make it? Did you do it?
Mm-hmm.
As you get off, Ignatius and the Deva are escorting Vern away into the waiting arms of a massive group of Modrons to be dealt with. So, you got the names? You guys ready to go home?
You know it. And I gotta tell you one thing, Glitch. The
Yeah.
devil is in the details, my man.
And as he
Glasses go
plane,
on.
as Glitch plane shifts you away, you're teleported back into the headquarters of the Heist Guild. And as you hand in the contract, the names, you're each given 1,000 gold pieces. and a parcel. And inside the parcel is a masterfully crafted magnifying glass with a little note that says, "Thanks for assisting in the murder mystery. I appreciate it immensely. Ignatius Inkblot."
Oh boy.
Lovely.
Also, over the course of the next few weeks, since you learned the true names of 3 fiends of the lower planes, you may just happen to become entitled to that creature's property, land, or strongholds because you have their true name. But hey, that's the heist. It was dumb as fuck. Really stupid.
Loved it. I loved
It
it.
was so fun.
There's more heists in the book, so maybe if we ever have like a gap in the schedule, these people can come back for more heists.
Yes.
But I think that's where we're gonna end it because that's the end. You got the names and he got off the train, so that's it. That was,
Can we just talk about I never roll that well consistently?
God, I don't think
Yeah.
you rolled below a 20 except
did.
Yeah,
for
that
once.
was awesome.
I rolled a few, but yeah, it was
Yeah.
never rolled that consistently well for a character at all. Oh my
I never
God.
roll that consistently poorly as a character.
but yeah, that's a fair on the Concordant Express. If your table wants to check out the heist, the book's called Keys from the Golden Vault. Maybe skip that heist.
It was a little all over the place, not gonna
You
lie.
can
It
skip it if you
literally
want. You know, again, no stream next week because a session 0 for Caleb and Brittany.
excited.
Yeah, and then June 7th at the usual time, the next campaign begins.